Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Kill Luke for the win here, and I'm bringing you guys another Clash of Clans video. And to start off, I'm going to go ahead and open up my research lab. Now I'm going to check out a couple of things that I could potentially upgrade. I'm going to look at level 2 witches, 75,000 dark elixirs. That's quite a lot. Don't think I'm actually going to go for that. I think I'm actually going to go for the valkyries, because they're kind of not the best at level 1. I think they could be a lot better at level 2, 3, and 4. So, yeah, they did get buffed not too long ago where they can do more damage now, but they don't have more health or anything like that. But they can do a lot of damage whenever they're leveled up and stuff. So I really want to get mine leveled up to see how good they are. And, yeah, so for right now, I'm just going to test out these level 5 minions that I just got. So I want to see how good that they actually do. And, yeah, I'm actually going to go for a weaker base, Town Hall 8 with, only 3 air defense, obviously, but they're kind of in the center of his base. So I'm going to go ahead and drop a raid spell to help go ahead and destroy those. And it's probably going to work like a charm. Looks like most of my guys are making it to the center now. Those giants are making it in, but those minions are actually doing more work on the defense than the giants are themselves. So now I'm gonna go ahead and spread out a couple troops on the right side here, just to go ahead and take out these buildings, maybe distract a couple defenses, and go ahead and help me finish this battle. So sorry if I sound a bit weird or a little bit different. I'm kind of hungover. I did get kind of drunk last night. Went out, went to a little shindig at this girl's house. Excuse me, this girl's house. They live not too far away from me, and I went to the casino and did some stuff like that. So I went to bed. I ended up going to bed at like 6 a.m. after going to Waffle House, and yeah, I only got like a few hours of sleep, so I was kind of tired whenever I woke up this morning. Anyways, I was just checking out that barb right there. Zoomed in on him real close because he looked pretty cool. He's just like a lone ranger there destroying that last builder's hut all by himself. So that's pretty tight. Anyways, now I'm going to go ahead to the next raid here. This is an awesome Town Hall 8 to raid, actually, because he's got his wizard tower. It's in a horrible place. They're all just, there's nothing really protecting them. I can just drop a couple of barbarians there and then some archers. So that's going to help them to destroy those buildings really quickly, and just they're not going to do much of anything to my troops, to be honest with you. Also, I've got some hog riders and some level 6 giants that are going to help out as well. So yeah, we're just going to pretty much wreck this guy pretty quickly. We're not even a minute into the raid, and we've already got like half the loot or so. So that's pretty solid. As you can tell, he does have a lot in his collectors, which I like to see. I always like to see that. And yeah, so I apologize again if my fan on my computer is being a little bit too loud. Speed fan again is not really working like I want it to, so for the time being, just bear with me. I'm gonna eventually hopefully get this whole fan situation taken care of so I can really up the quality of my videos on that note. But yeah, anyways, this guy had some random buildings spread out throughout his base, like in the corners and stuff. I don't really know why you'd put your clan castle that far away from your base. I guess he's not 100% aware of how beneficial it can really and truly be to you on defense and on offense, because it was empty. I guess it doesn't really request much or something. I'm not too sure, but anyway, so we're going to go ahead and skip ahead to the next raid. I got like 620k on that last one, and on this one, it looks like I can get like almost 700k or something like that. So I'm going to go ahead and drop a few or a couple of hog riders and some giants, or I think it was like 10 hog riders. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and drop a raid spell with them so they can go ahead and destroy that wizard tower and cannon and all that stuff real quickly, so I can drop my hero. And I think I had a clan castle pekka there. It must be like a level 2 or something like that, probably from Jay Morris. Whenever he still had his at level 2. I actually did just get his level 3, so I'm not really too sure whose pekka that is, or who gave me that pekka. Anyways, spreading out a lot of troops on the other side of this guy's base, maybe a little bit too much. I'm not really too sure. It doesn't look like I have a whole lot of troops in the center, but at the same time, he only does have a couple of defenses left, and I have a ton of troops in general left. So we're in pretty good shape here right now. We're just going to try to make it to this last wizard tower. Looks like we've already got all of the loot. So we've only got a couple more buildings. As you can see, these archers are going to destroy that wizard tower really quickly, especially with that barb king standing in the way. You know, obviously the wizard tower can't really do much damage to the barb king. So anyways, on that one, we are going to get about 700k, a little bit more, like 720-ish. So that's pretty solid in my opinion. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and skip ahead to the next raid. I'm going to go and drop some more hogs along with the raid spell again, just because it's really fun to see how fast that they take off and destroy all the mortars and stuff like that, all the splash damage buildings. But it looks like I did not have actually that many hogs. Maybe I was a little bit short on troops. I think I only had like 2/3 of my army or something like that for this raid. Fortunately, it is only a average Town Hall 8er, I guess a decent Town Hall 8er. But with these level 6 troops, it's not going to be much of a match. So I'm going to be able to get pretty much all of his loot. Maybe not destroy his whole entire base, but I'm really not too concerned about that. I just need to get that elixir collector there on the bottom. Looks like that's where the pretty much the remainder of his loot is going to be. So let's see what my troops can actually do, these tier 1 troops, to the rest of these defenses. We got this mortar pretty much taken out. Now we got a couple of cannons and a Tesla. They're making their way towards them. And yeah, we're actually going to manage to destroy all of those things. Yeah, now we can get the rest of the loot, dark elixir and regular elixir. And yeah, so we're just going to go ahead and go down to the bottom of this guy's base and destroy these army camps and stuff like that. A couple barracks down here. I guess this guy likes to spread out his stuff a little bit too, like that other guy we saw a minute ago. And fortunately, there's just a little bit left. We're already up to 94%, so luckily he didn't have any other crazy builder huts in his corners, like in the top, so it didn't take another 5 minutes to destroy the base. Anyways, on this raid, we're going to get about another 600k, so pretty solid, I just want to show that, to show you guys that I am farming to a maxed out Town Hall 9, or maxed out for the most part. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and skip ahead to the next raid, and this guy has about, he looks like he has about 700k in regular loot, but he has like 2200 dark elixirs, so that's probably the main thing that I'm going for. I don't actually anticipate to get all of his loot, seeing as how he has level 5 wizard towers, fairly decent base design. I can see he probably has some spring traps in there, and he has xbows, and a hero. Maybe he has clan castle troops as well. Although I did have like 10 or so hogs, so that's definitely going to help me out on this raid. Although I am going to drop a freaking healing spell by accident way away from my hogs, so that was a huge fail actually. And I'm going to go and drop a raid spell and another healing spell that I'm actually going to do all right with, I guess. Hopefully my hogs will make it back to that wizard tower like they just did, even though they're not under the influence of the raid spell anymore. They're still being healed, so that's pretty cool. That's pretty good. Now hopefully I can take out at least one of these xbows before all of my hogs do die out. Looks like I had like 3 of them left, and I had another healing spell to go ahead and drop on them. Now a lot of this guy's defense is taken out, and I can go ahead and drop a bunch of my infantry, and hopefully they can get the majority of the loot. It looks like he actually has a ton of it in his collectors on the outside there, so that's what I mainly need to go for. Also, I can tell that he has 840 dark elixir, and it looks like a level 5 drill in there. So it wasn't mainly in his storages for this guy, it was mainly in his actual collectors and stuff like that. So hopefully this wizard will do enough damage to this clan castle before the rest of my troops die out, that I can actually get to that drill, because that'd be really awesome. No, the wizard's gonna die. Let's see how much the archers can actually take out of there. Yeah, they took like 100 something, so not too bad, not too bad. At least I got some of that. That's going to leave me at like 1500 dark elixir still in this raid. Actually, these other archers are going to swing around after destroying a couple more buildings and go ahead and finish off that drill. So that's pretty awesome. I got basically almost all of the loot from this guy, and yeah, all my troops are pretty much dead. Oh no, we're going to have a couple more archers, maybe get a couple more shots off on that elixir storage. Yes, indeed. Now I'm going to go ahead and end the battle. Oh, I did end up with over 2,000 dark elixir, got all of that. And almost 700k, like 670 or 80,000 in regular loot, so pretty solid in my opinion. As you can see, I am upgrading my archer queen, and yeah, here we go. I just found a million in loot raid again. This is freaking insane. This is like the 6th video in a row or something like that. It feels like, no, actually I missed one. I think I I think in one of my last few videos I missed, or I didn't get a million loot raid, but I have been getting a bunch of them lately. And unfortunately, I almost forgot all about this. I found this. I was dropping cups, I believe, and I just happened to find this, of course. And, well, not of course, I don't mean to complain, but yeah, I'm just going to be able to pick out a couple of his collectors on the outside before all my troops die off, so I got nowhere near the amount of loot that I could have got there, but it was still kind of cool to see, and I figured I'd go ahead and show it to you guys anyways, just because it was a lucky find. And yeah, so right now I accidentally added in a game clip that I did not want to add in. So I'm going to actually cut that out, and I'm going to have to backtrack. Sorry about that. That was actually a minion raid that you guys are going to have to look forward to, with my all level 5 minions, basically. Anyways, back to the gameplay that we are actually at currently. I think I'm going to get this right. Alright, yeah, pretty much this is right. So I dropped a bunch of hogs on this guy's base. Looks like they're making their way around. They did actually destroy most of the buildings, the defensive buildings so far, at least on the left-hand side. So I'm going to go ahead and spread out some infantry on the top right. Hopefully they can distract some and allow these hog riders to do a bit more work on these defenses. Looks like there's only like three of them left. Hopefully this one will destroy that mortar though, so I can go ahead and just go ahead and deploy the rest of my infantry, seeing as how now that it has destroyed that mortar, there's no more splash damage buildings, so that's really going to make my tier 1 troops that much more effective. So also I think I have my archer queen and my barb king out. Yes, this is shortly after I got my archer queen to level 12, so I'm just testing her out, which is pretty awesome. I was really stoked for that. And yeah, so right now she's attacking the town hall. Looks like my barb king made it in to go ahead and take out some of this elixir and stuff like that. I did drop a few archers in case you didn't notice. Excuse me, at the top of the guy's base I dropped a few archers just to take out that cannon that was sticking out, just like I did right there on the left to help out there. And then I'm going to go ahead and drop some more troops on the right just to help make my way into the center and be able to destroy the rest of these buildings. So it looks like it's going to come down to this last elixir storage, and then we'll be able to see the total. Alright, about 600k. My barb king got hurt a little bit, probably only like 20 minutes worth of time off for him. My queen didn't get hurt at all, so that's pretty awesome. Now we found another 600k raid, and I actually have like 20 hog riders on this one. So I'm going to go ahead and drop those, drop a raid spell again. And I was just having a bit of fun with hogs. Usually after I upgrade one of my heroes, or start upgrading it or something like that, I'll play around with dark elixir troops because they're really fun to use actually. And yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and drop one healing spell. Actually, I kind of dropped in a bad spot, but it looks like these other hog riders are going to swing around and manage to make use of that. I really didn't need it too badly because this guy didn't have the best defense in the world. But yeah, it's definitely going to ensure a 3-star for this raid. So now that most of his defensive buildings are already taken out, I can go ahead and drop a bunch of my infantry to go ahead and help take out all of these buildings. Looks like, again, the majority of his loot is going to be in his actual collectors and not his storages. His storages actually look pretty empty and useless there in the center of his base, and his mines look pretty stocked, which looks really nice. This is a Town Hall 8er, of course. Usually like my favorite town hall to raid probably. But anyways, gonna go ahead and spread out a few more archers on the top right just because I see that all my other troops are kind of far away from them, so that would help speed up the pace of the battle. And yeah, we just got a couple more buildings here, and we're gonna go ahead and see the total loot count for this raid. Excuse me, I did catch a little bit of a cold recently. Anyways, like 610, 20k, something around there. Nothing too astonishing, but still a pretty nice raid. As you can see, within the past 20 minutes, I'd got like 1 million in loot or something crazy like that. 800,000, I'm not too sure. So I'm going to go ahead and get one wall here, just because I was recording. I don't know why I decided to get that wall. Anyways, yeah. And while I have a builder open, I'm going to go ahead and start my dark barracks to level 4, where I can get golems. And yeah, that's going to be it for the video. That's it. Yeah, that's actually it. Hope you guys enjoy. Leave a comment and a like. Make sure to subscribe if you're new. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. All right, I'm out. See ya.